All of their lawyers are due in court in New York on Monday for the very first hearing. The letter that they filed today and that her publicist filed yesterday is just a letter of intent. Judge Lyman will set a deadline later to actually file the motion. You did not know both of their lawsuits have been consolidated into one legal showdown instead of these two separate lawsuits. But I have no idea on what grounds these two are going to attempt to dismiss his lawsuit. I could understand some possible arguments that her publicist might make and fail, because I told you, he's got evidence that the publicist was planting stories about him. He's got receipts. His lawyer was just responding publicly to what she initiated. Literally moments ago, Baldoni's attorney said
they worked with the New York Times. Her publicist worked directly with the New York Times. They shared illegally obtained text messages. They shared those together. They concocted a complaint that they filed with the Civil Rights Division. They omitted texts that would have provided context. The New York Times apparently reviewed 1,000 or more pages of text messages. They would have seen it. Justin never wanted to hurt her, never wanted to be negative to her. And it's all over the place. There are text messages that refute every single thing in that campaign.
Celebrities usually prefer to keep their legal dramas behind the scenes. But the intense showdown between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively has exploded into the public eye in a way no one could have predicted. One is known for heartfelt projects and his philanthropic ventures, while the other is recognized for glamorous roles and a sharp ability to market herself with precision. Yet here they are, tangled in a public dispute that's quickly spiraled far beyond just two famous faces in the entertainment world. At first glance, Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively seem worlds apart. Baldoni is praised for directing inspiring films that pull at the heartstrings, along with his breakout role on a beloved TV series. He's turned his acting career into entrepreneurial opportunities, focusing on socially conscious media and philanthropic causes, speaking openly about the power of honest storytelling both on and off screen. Blake Lively, in contrast, made her name in a glossy teen drama before stepping into major Hollywood films. Her public persona leans heavily on fashion-forward looks, savvy social media use, and a knack for comedic roles. She's rarely been linked to controversy until now. So how did these two paths cross so dramatically? The backstory, insiders claim, is a complex web of business connections, overlapping PR teams, and a series of small slights that built up over time. Industry sources point to a moment about 2 years ago, when Lively's representatives allegedly interfered with a production schedule set by Baldoni's company, forcing last-minute changes in promotional strategies. Not long after, rumors spread suggesting Baldoni's team was frustrated by Lively's star power overshadowing some of his own projects. Another unconfirmed story claims Lively wasn't pleased with how her charitable efforts were covered, feeling she wasn't getting the recognition she deserved compared to Baldoni's highly publicized charity work. In Hollywood, not every rumor leads to a lawsuit, but this one spread like wildfire, with new bits of gossip popping up almost every week. Speculation ran wild, pointing to unnamed publicists feeding major tabloids, stoking the fire between the two stars. In an industry where publicity is a valuable currency, any hint of negative press can quickly turn into a weapon. Thus began an unofficial war of leaked stories, whispered accusations, and denials that only drew more public attention. Some observers believe the real tension began when certain sponsors hesitated to associate with Baldoni after hearing rumors about his personal life. In the cutthroat world of branding, these kinds of whispers can sink multi-million-dollar deals. Baldoni's inner circle reportedly blamed Lively's PR team for the negative rumors, while those close to Lively suggested her own brand endorsements were at risk due to a rumor campaign claiming she was hard to work with. All of these rumors and behind-the-scenes power plays finally reached a boiling point when Justin Baldoni filed a formal lawsuit against Blake Lively and certain members of her publicity team, accusing them of a coordinated effort to destroy his reputation. Court documents hint at a pattern of misinformation spread over several months, possibly even longer. Not one to be outdone, Lively swiftly countersued, claiming Baldoni's allegations were defamatory and caused her emotional distress. Then came an unexpected turn of events. The federal judge overseeing these cases made a game-changing decision to consolidate both lawsuits, transforming what were separate legal battles into one all-encompassing showdown. On one hand, merging these cases might streamline the entire process, considering much of the evidence and witness testimony is likely to overlap. But on the other hand, it creates the potential for explosive courtroom drama, as each side's attorneys will battle to prove who was responsible for planting the seeds of these toxic rumors. Court watchers quickly pointed out that consolidated celebrity lawsuits often lead to heightened media coverage. Suddenly, every scrap of evidence is laid bare for both sides to dissect, and fans could find themselves with a front-row seat to a treasure trove of emails, phone records, and strategic memos from both star-studded teams, assuming none of it gets sealed by the court. Speculation is running rampant about what kind of evidence could be so damning that both Baldoni and Lively felt justified in taking each other to court. Some insiders suggest there could be direct proof that a powerful publicist tried to bribe tabloids, while others suspect deeper personal animosities are at play, potentially something more significant than a simple professional rivalry. Beneath the glitz and glamour, Hollywood's true power often lies in the hands of publicists, managers, and crisis consultants, and this lawsuit is now shining an uncomfortable spotlight on that reality. Lively's longtime representative is rumored to have fostered strong connections with major entertainment journalists, using those ties to influence the coverage she received. Baldoni's camp, on the other hand, hints they have digital receipts, emails, text messages, and other documents that could prove how sensational stories were pitched with the sole purpose of damaging his reputation. One rumor circulating in Hollywood is that these receipts might not just implicate Lively's publicist, but could involve a group of aggressive crisis managers known for their ruthless tactics. Baldoni's lawsuit reportedly includes specific timelines showing how negative stories about him conveniently appeared shortly after certain text exchanges or email pitches. If any of this is proven in court, it could spark a larger industry-wide reckoning about the boundaries of publicity strategies. After all, PR teams are experts at controlling narratives, but they rarely face the consequences of legal accountability for their actions. What makes this case even more complicated is whether Lively herself was aware of every move her publicist made. Some celebrities trust their reps with near total control, letting them handle any crisis or rumor that comes up. If the attorneys can prove that Lively personally signed off on these underhanded tactics, her reputation could suffer a massive blow. On the other hand, if she was kept in the dark, it might shield her from legal liability, but it would still raise uncomfortable questions about who on her team was involved in this malicious campaign. For his part, Baldoni has been vocal about wanting to set a precedent that manipulative PR tactics won't go unchecked. He's made it clear that he's not as concerned about the financial payoff as he is about exposing the so-called puppet masters pulling the strings behind the scenes. Critics, however, have scoffed at this claim, suggesting that Baldoni is just as image-conscious as anyone else in the business. But whether his lawsuit succeeds or not, the consequences of proving a coordinated, malicious PR strategy could extend far beyond the outcome of these two cases. As the legal teams prepare to meet for the first official hearing, we are about to enter a pivotal moment in the saga. This moment could very well set the tone for everything that follows. Lively's attorneys have pushed for a gag order, hoping to prevent Baldoni's team from making public statements that could influence potential jurors or further tarnish her brand. However, Baldoni's attorneys argue that he only responded publicly after Lively's own efforts to make her grievances known to the press. They claim to have evidence, possibly in the form of emails or text messages, showing that Lively's team initiated media contact long before he spoke out. Money plays a major role in this as well. Rumors suggest that Baldoni's legal fees are partially or completely financed by a billionaire who co-founded his film production venture. This wealthy backer, it's said, believes in Baldoni's cause and wants the truth to come out. If these accounts hold any weight, Lively might find herself facing nearly unlimited resources on Baldoni's side, though she's no stranger to wealth either, thanks to her own substantial fortune and connections. But having the backing of a billionaire raises the stakes from a simple celebrity spat to a high-finance legal battle, fueling a potential juggernaut of legal power. No Hollywood feud stays confined to the parties directly involved. Thanks to intertwined friendships, shared business interests, and devoted fan bases, the ripple effects of this legal clash are spreading throughout the entertainment world. Lively, for instance, is famously close with a circle of elite celebrities, including Taylor Swift, sparking endless online speculation about whether Swift or other influential figures might weigh in. Some fans even speculate that negative rumors about Swift's inner circle or personal life could emerge, considering how messy this lawsuit has already become. Baldoni, on the other hand, has his own network, particularly within the realm of socially conscious entertainment. Over the years, he's collaborated with influential producers, philanthropic organizations, and thought leaders who might step forward to vouch for his character. Social media platforms like Twitter and Instagram are ablaze with debates, turning the conflict into a near sport: Team Baldoni versus Team Lively. The conversation only grows more heated with every new court filing, every leaked snippet of alleged PR maneuvering. There's no telling what jaw-dropping moments might be ahead. One area that's generating a ton of buzz is the forthcoming depositions. Baldoni's attorneys have already expressed eagerness to depose Lively herself as soon as possible. Her legal team, however, has resisted, raising questions about whether they have the right to choose which opposing attorney will conduct the interview. Baldoni's camp insists that there is no legal precedent allowing a witness to pick and choose the lawyer based on personal PR preferences. This disagreement alone could spark a pre-trial mini-battle that sets new legal ground rules for celebrity lawsuits. Celebrity depositions are about to become even more explosive. Insiders are saying that some of the text messages and emails set for discovery paint a complicated web that stretches far beyond just Baldoni and Lively. PR reps from major agencies, gossip columnists, and even staff at streaming platforms have allegedly been implicated in one side's version of events or the other. Fans can only imagine the drama that might unfold once these communications are revealed, especially if the attorneys are eager to highlight every salacious detail. In a sign of how personal things have become, there's talk that both sides are combing through social media feeds, public appearances, and old interviews, searching for any slip of the tongue or contradictory statement. If a star has ever complained about negative press or made a passing comment on Hollywood politics, it might surface in court as evidence of motive or a pattern. While it may seem extraordinary to outsiders, it's just another day in a high-profile defamation lawsuit where every nuance becomes potential leverage. Some observers speculate that both sides want to avoid a full-blown trial. After all, trials are unpredictable, especially when major celebrities' reputations are on the line. But where will all of this lead? Will the court unearth a shocking trove of evidence that completely vindicates one side? Or will a murky middle ground be more likely? The biggest takeaway might be that, even in Hollywood, where illusions and crafted stories run rampant, raw truth can still emerge. If the allegations turn out to be true, they could change the way the industry views and uses PR strategies. But if they turn out to be exaggerated, fans may see it as just another example of showbiz drama overshadowing real artistry. Whether you side with Team Baldoni or Team Lively, this entire saga remains a fascinating glimpse into an entertainment world where reputation is everything and image can be weaponized. As each actor's legal counsel gears up for the march toward a possible 2026 trial, audiences worldwide are left wondering, what new bombshells will drop next, and how will the final verdict reshape celebrity culture for years to come? As the story continues to unfold, there's always more to discover. Thanks for tapping in. Now like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you're the first to know when more secrets come to light.